Shalom, shalom te. Kumusta? Katong last na to nga discussion about sa tabernacle ba nga akong gi-share nimo. Mao ni siya ang pattern. So if you remember before nga nag-discuss ta throughout the years sa siya parsha nga atong ginabasa. So maybe you will have ma-recall nimo ang discussion ni Daniel about ana. So now sa akong gi-share nimo iwas sa kanang interesting kaayo ang revelation sa Elohim last feast, especially during the Sukkot. If you see the during the Sukkot now, we go back to sa kanang pattern lang niya nga sa tabernacle, in the tabernacle sa wilderness. So mao ni siya ang pattern here. If you remember, then kung may numdum ka kining dapita, this is the presence of Elohim when they pitch their tent or the tabernacle, and this is the sacrifice area, the lava. Kini siyang ang mga priests magwash, and inside is the showbread, the menorah, and the cherubim, which is the altar, So this is the altar, and this is the where you the holy of holy. So if you remember that sa Torah nga ang ano jud aning tabernacle is gi-assign is ang mga Levites. So nothing else chosen from the Levites, like the sons of Aaron. Unya kanang sila may mag-minister aning tabernacle. So in the wilderness. So every time they pitch, and then the presence of Elohim in this area. So if you see that, now moderate na ko sa kanang topic kay para dili kay taas ang discussion. So when we come to the Shabbat, the door is always start in this gate, so this is the first gate, the court, and you have the 5 pillars here. This represent the 5 of the Torah, 5 books of the Torah, and inside, this is the place nga ang mga priest magminister ani mag-sacrifice sila, offering, and only the high priest makasud aning holy of holy during the Yom Kippur. So the priest, before they enter in this place, they have to wash here by their hands and their feet. Magritual na sila dire, maglimpyo silang mga tiil sa ilang mga kamot before they can enter here. And here is a sacrifice na siya din before, and then after that magwashing sila before they can enter here. That is the trabaho sa mga priest. So mo na siya pattern, and then the children of Israel, they are pitching in every three tribes from north to south, 3 tribes. So, and of course Levites is everywhere because they are not sa ilang places. So, and 3 tribes with the Levites, of course. So here mo ni siya ang way, ang entrance sa door. So now when kung imuhang hinumduman nga so now we're gonna go to the direct revelation and the work of Jehovah to Yeshua. Ang work ni Yeshua is, we know that Yeshua cannot be a high priest on earth because on earth is Levites is assigned sa ila as a priest and mo minister aning tabernacle. But while in the heavenly places, in the heaven, Yeshua exists and active today sa atong time, and he is our high priest. Every year, iyan na nang gi-fulfill nga mo enter sa Holy of Holy, which is enter of Holy in this place, in the temple of the heavenly places. He is our high priest. And ang priest, if you remember, Shaul said that you are a royal priesthood of Elohim. Himo na kang royal priesthood. So kini nga temple as ang shadow of from the tabernacle, which is the shadow of good things to come, which is through Mashiach. He is our body. He is the head of this body. And as Shaul said, nga, when he say, I am the way, this is the way, the truth, and the life. Because here, this is the entrance. Because this is very, made of kanang silver and gold ni siya. Silver and gold. And Shaul said that we are not redeemed by silver and gold, but by Yeshua's blood. If you remember, Shaul said that. Here, entrance and the truth, which is the Torah, we always filter that sa Torah. And then Holy of Holy. So now, when you enter in this place, in our spiritual application, now in our lives, atong time now, because we have access to the direct access since Yeshua died, and the holy place, this one, kini holy place ug holy, ang iyang curtain it turn into two. It means we have the access now direct. So it becomes this place, it becomes one place now. Because if you are the priest here, now if you say you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood of Elohim, that is what Shaul said. Karon, kini siya nga temple of Elohim is not working on earth. This is why Shaul said, encourage us to walk in the Spirit, because our service in this earth is a spiritual sense. No more on earth. So by this temple Elohim will dwell in his people. Not, as Shaul said, he will not dwell on a tabernacle made of hands. The presence of Elohim is no more there, but the presence of Elohim is dwelling in every individuals. If kung Shaul moingon nga we are the royal priesthood today, then this is an heavenly places nga kanang service. So by that ang ato ang service sa Elohim is everyday daily lives atong wherever we are in this place, in the four corners of the earth, north, south, east, wherever, kung asa ta dapita ron at sa tuaw, ang mga tao sa Elohim nga nag-service niya are those, as Yeshua said, as those who worship the Father in spirit and in truth. If you see the pattern here, this one, as a natural, maglimpyo sa tiil, sa ilang kamot, before sila maka-enter ng sacrifice here. And, kini siya, in our spiritual sense and life, we wash sa ato ang mga bad conscience nato, sa ato mga sala, sa ato mga hands is present sa ato ang represent sa ato ang action. Wala atong feet is ang atong pagwalk aning kinabuhi in life. Nagrepresent ni siya. So that's our daily kanang service ngadto sa Elohim. Then here in this holy place, we're supposed we can enter the holy of holy through Yeshua. Elohim, as Shaul said, will not dwell in a temple become made of hands. We cannot see Elohim, right? Our communication of Elohim is through the heart. So by through the heart, this is the place where He will dwell in our heart. But this why Shaul said you cannot equal with unbelievers. What is unsa man kuno ipagtimbayayong sa mga dili magtotoo kung they are not Torah keepers. So it's nothing. This is why when we are in vain of discussion nga mag-argue ta and everything is vain really. It's just not pleasing to Elohim, because you know what? Ang atong sacrifice karon is ang atong fruits of our lips. If you read that somewhere, Shaul said that ang ato ng mga pulong sa atong baba mo ay ang iyahang kanang sweet smelling aroma sa iyang mga katawan. Everywhere kung asa ta na-assign. Asa na-assign ang iyang mga katawan. Yes. So, karon people cannot decide nga all this building, unsa na ilang gipanghimo ang mga grupo-grupo. I don't know, you decide for yourself, but according to Shaul, Elohim will not dwell in a tabernacle made by the hands of men. It's not me who said that. It's not my teaching. So now, ang ato, if you give example back before the Moses time, nga nag-require og tabernacle and the first service like that with the priest. If you remember, Cain and Abel, you know, ang ilang sacrifice is maghimo sila altar and then they will sacrifice with kanang animals and then they will go for prayer. So we have to be careful sa atong mga prayers because we don't know kung acceptable ba sa Elohim. If you see Abel, he was been accepted his prayer, prayer and sacrifice to Elohim, while Abel was not. And he rose up with his anger and jealous to his brother. You know, and now we do know kung pleasing ba sa Elohim ang ato ang mga sacrifice of praise with the fruits of our lips. So we are not sure from that now because it's Elohim who decide for that, not we. Right? So, mag-ampo-ampo lang ta, mura rag dilirutin nga wala sa kasing-kasing. Then, kuha na sa, di na mo sangko sa langit, di na mo kutob na sa kisami kay og dili uro na pleasing sa Elohim ang ato mga pag-ampo. Because of our mga stubbornness, o wata nagkanang atong sincerity before Elohim, atong honesty nga relationship before Elohim is dili kanang honest. For I believe everyone is honest, but you know, sometimes people, they don't realize when they speak other people, you know, kanang, kuan ba, kana bang makapagawa sila mga istorya, bitaw nga, which is kanang, kana bitawng bad sa ubang tao, and they don't realize nga, we are not blemished before Elohim for that, you know, murag kana bang, it's not good nga murag arrogante ta sa tubangan sa Elohim, di ba? But we didn't realize sa atong mga actions because that is our action. Ang atong action, ang atong paglakaw aning kalibutan na, and we are nagkanayukta sa mga unbelievers, you know? We need, Jehovah said that we have to set apart ourselves. Kinahanglan mag-set apart ta. And it's not an easy life because, you know, we should not hold kinahanglan wa gyud tay gihold aning kalibutan na. And ang atong services and in heavenly places. So now, I don't know. It must be because in the earth there's many races. Because you don't speak so, you speak so, that is your belief, so and so and so. And there's no love anymore sa body of Mashiach. You can see this is the body of Mashiach. You see, and our high priest is Yeshua on earth. This is active now. And every individual na. Because why? Shaul said, your body, we are the temple of Elohim now. Why become a temple? And Shaul said, Yeshua is the chief cornerstone. Dili na siya, why temple? No more this one. It become temple. Why? Because ang temple, chief cornerstone. Unsa may chief cornerstone? Bato man na, di. Dili na ni kay kini mga sakit man eh. Di man ni stone, built out of stone, but this is made of gold and silver man ni siya. So mga metal. So this one is the temple. This one is the temple. This one. Elohim will dwell sa iyang. And now Shaul said that our body is atoan ng temple. And no more. So now when Shaul speak about in Galatian, nakakonek lang ko aning kuan nga there is where is the temple is gigitukod? Is it not in Jerusalem? 'Di ba? Sa Jerusalem siya ang place of the temple, right? And at this time is the same pattern from the wilderness. So here But ang chief cornerstone is si Yeshua. This is the household of Elohim now, and represent and every individual nga kanang ilahang pag service sa Elohim. The same service here, like it happened here in a natural, we are washing by our prayers and petition atong devotion every day sa atong Elohim. You know, when Abel and Cain, back to them, they make an altar, right? When they sacrifice the slaughter animals to Elohim, they burn that. But today, as Shaul said in Hebrew, we don't need that. We don't need that anymore because of Yeshua. He is our high priest, and we are not redeemed by that. So now, mao na nga karon ang temple sa Elohim ang kasing-kasing sa tagsa. Dili na ka ng mga temple nga kuan. Mismo kita. This is why when Shaul said, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. You can imagine how baati kag kahadlok and then kanang kuan. Magkurog ka sa imong paglakaw. Tinuod lang kayo sa mga pandol mang jud ta sa aning kalibutan na because carnal man ta, di ba? Carnal ta. Kadahan kitag mga affairs aning kalibutan nga ato mas moy na priority nato nga concern dan sa langit nun nga butang. Di ba? So every time we do that, we have to wash Elohim, to come to Elohim in a right heart, to minister before we can minister in this place, that our prayer and sacrifice of praise, the fruits of our lips, which is the sweet-smelling aroma of Elohim. And that we don't know kung sweet-smelling aroma bang atong kuan, because we have to check sa ato ang mga buhat, sa atong kaugalingon, because we are so entangled so much in this world. I represent the Mitzrayim, Mitzrayim today is the world. So this world is make us kanang mura bitaw ta kanang tempt bitaw ta sa mga kalibutanon nga entertain ta. So para ta maagnita, and then we're busy of this world thinking, instead thinking what is for the future. Our future is when we're so much concerned sa atong kaugalingon, sa unsay atong mga, aning kalibutan na, it should be, it's not wrong na kay something a desire sa imong kaugalingon, but it must be the guidance of Elohim, and not by I want to do that, I want to do that. So it's difficult. And now, mora na ako